and welcome to a prep and pack with me for New York City. We're heading back to one of my favourite cities in the world, New York. This video is going to be all about prepping, organising, packing, but also I'm going to share with you our itinerary, what we booked and how we booked it, and all my sort of hacks and tips and how I like to prep and plan for a long haul trip. So if you are new, hi, my name is Brogan. I make travel, home and lifestyle vlogs with my husband Benji. We would love it if you subscribed. And today's video is also very kindly sponsored by Errands, who I'll talk to you a bit more about in a minute when we're going to my office. I'm going to run you through admin, beauty, clothes. We're going to be going and getting some dollars and topping up my beauty bits today. Without further ado, I'm going to show you what my room is looking like here in the spare room, because I started organising some things, and then we'll run through my list and basically smash out everything together. All right, so I have started some progress. I've pulled out some outfits and started styling some things together. So I have done half the work with the clothes, but I will show you everything. And I've also started dumping other stuff I might need. My underwear, bags, toiletries. I just came back from a trip, so this just came out of another bag. So we need to sort that out. But yeah, here's my sort of initial prep. So we're in my office first, so we can talk about admin. Here is my admin list that I have been working through this morning. So as you can see, I've already booked our airport transfer. I have added our advanced passenger information into our flight. I have also created an itinerary with Benji this morning. We did some research last night, but we've kind of ironed out exactly what we want to be doing. And lastly, I have organised our documents. So I've been printing our insurance and our visas. You do not need to have physical copies. It just brings me peace of mind. When you do go through customs and security, they do sometimes ask to see a copy of a visa. So that's why I like to have it. But another great hack that I like is just to have everything screenshotted or put into a folder on your phone. But another thing that's worked quite well for me recently is I started a WhatsApp group for Benji and I that's called New York, or like sending stuff just to myself. So where we've booked theatre tickets or we have any reservations, I've been dumping everything into a WhatsApp with links to things, how much it's cost us. Everything's been in one WhatsApp, which is really helpful. I do still need to obviously check in online. I need to get some dollars today. I need to put my out of office on, and I also need to set up my Errands eSIM. If you don't know already, Errands are an app that provide eSIMs for more than 200 countries and regions and are trusted by more than 20 million travellers. I can vouch for them myself, as I have also used them in places like the Maldives, South Africa. This year we've used them in Georgia and Thailand. It's so easy to use. You just follow the steps through and you can keep your same phone number but switch and stay connected wherever you are in the world. I actually became a customer first 2 years ago when I started using them on our honeymoon, and loved it so much for lots of different reasons, but you can save so much time, money and waste. Firstly, no expensive roaming fees. You can confidently travel without any unexpected roaming charges. You don't have to wait in any lines at airports, physically inserting a SIM. No, none of that. So you don't have the waste of the actual card either. All you have to do to install it is make sure you're connected to a secure Wi-Fi connection. So today I will set up and install it, and then you can activate it when you land. You can use dual SIM mode. You can use your existing phone number to make calls and texts, and then use your eSIM for all your data. And you can also top up your data, keep an eye on it and make sure you're not overspending and just using exactly what you need. But if you want an unlimited data eSIM, Errands do offer those to level up your travels. And I found out that you can actually hotspot with it. Different eSIM providers set their own terms restricting how much hotspotting you can do in a day, but with an Errands unlimited data eSIM, there is no limit to it, meaning you can tether as many devices as you like for as long as you like. So if you're going on any trips this year and your data is not included, then make sure you download Errands, and when you've picked your plan, you can use my code Brogan3. That will get you $3 off your first eSIM. I'll have it linked below for you. That will be next on my list, and then I need to put my out of office on. That's quite a simple one, and we'll go and get some dollars. So we'll pop down to the shop. I've just arrived at the shops. I've got quite a few things to return as well, because I bought some like light barber jackets. I bought two to try different sizes and colours. Thought they'd be a really good choice for New York because it's going to be spring. It is spring, and neither of them worked, so that was a bit disappointing. And I also ordered a couple of dresses on New Look and they didn't work either. So I'm very keen to go into M&S, just have a look around there, get my travel money, get my beauty bits I need. And so I called my mum on the way over and asked if she wanted to join me. So she is coming too, but I thought before we go in and while I wait for her, I would tell you about what we've actually booked. So actually, speaking of spring, I have previously done New York in the winter. So my last 2 trips were in February and then December. And there is a certain magic about New York at Christmas time and in the winter with the snow, and it feels so pretty. However, the cons for us last year is that the snow was quite thick and walking around was a bit inconvenient, and it meant that I packed loads of heavy clothes as well, jeans, jumpers, coats, boots. So that was like so much excess luggage, and I love to buy souvenirs and bits and bobs while I'm in New York, and so I thought spring would be better. I can have lighter wardrobe, obviously. I also had to look at theatre shows and see what ones were still here, and I didn't want to miss them and that kind of thing. So anyway, that was why we picked April. And then I thought I'd talk to you about what I actually booked and paid for. So I actually booked it through TUI, who are another one of my brand partners, and we have booked it ourselves, even though we're working with them this year. And we booked for 2 adults. We got our flights, which we booked through United. I purposely picked them because we flew with them last time to Newark rather than JFK, and I found the whole experience really easy. It was a quieter plane, the airport was nicer, and the distance wasn't much different. So I much prefer now to fly into Newark. And we did 4 nights, but we technically get like 5 full days really, because we've got a night flight on the Sunday. So we fly Wednesday morning, we arrive at like Wednesday lunchtime, and that gives us most of that day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then pretty much the whole day Sunday, because we don't fly until the evening. We booked the Grayson Hotel. We booked room only because we know we want to eat all our meals out, so we don't need any kind of food or board basis. I specifically booked this hotel for location because last time we were a bit further down. In fact, this is where we were last time, and the name of the hotel, I'll have to do research on that. Editing me can add this in. And then this time, this is where the Grayson is. It's a much better location for us, I think, this time, although that was actually really nice and I loved that hotel last time. We didn't pick it, so as I was choosing, that's why I wanted to go there. So a breakdown of that, it cost £2,404 for us both, which I thought was very good, and that's flights and hotel. Nights at a hotel can be quite a lot of money in New York. It's like London, you know. But now I'm going to go and find my mother, start returning some of these items and start getting what we need. I've got so many tabs open on my phone. Is anyone else just... This is your sign while you're watching this vlog. Go and clear all your tabs on your iPhone. Okay, we started in River Island and tried on a few options. I liked this dress, but it was see-through. Tried the shorts, they were just a bit short. These trousers I thought would be good for like travel day, but they were really long. This top, I just didn't love the top of the collar, but I loved the stripe and the linen. I want more things like this to wear with jeans. Gathered some emotional supports. My mother. We're just doing a little bit of clothes shopping while we have the excuse together, because you're very good at knowing what I like, aren't you?
Yeah, I like it. I love coming clothes shopping.
Not that I need anything. Actually, no. Last night we were on FaceTime for like, I looked, it was 1 hour and 40 minutes.
No, 2 hours. My thing said.
I tried on absolutely everything, so we did it. We have already done half the work, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, next is pretty. Look at all this summer stuff. Never thought I'd be this person, but I do actually love all these really bright colours for summer. Like that with a pair of shorts would look so good. I think next have some of the best swimwear at the moment. If you haven't been in and you have a holiday, then look at some of this stuff. Like this. Stunning, lovely, and I love that loads of the cover-ups match. Oh look at that dress, Mum. Look, with the birds. Imagine that on a holiday in like Tenerife or something. Yeah, that's so pretty.
Right.
Thing is, I don't really need swimwear for New York, so I am getting slightly sidetracked. Look at that one.
I've got so many costumes.
I just think...
I must have 50 or more.
You have 50 swimming costumes?
I think so.
Shut up, you do.
I've got so many. That and jeans. Jeans
you
are
do have jeans.
I have more than 50 pairs of jeans.
I have a lot of makeup bags. That's where my downfall is. I was trying something different because Mum encouraged me, and I actually really like these jeans. They're like wide.
Turn up
at the bottom.
They're boyfriend style jeans.
They're nice. None of it was any good, was it? Nothing. It was all a no today, sadly. Oh no.
That jacket was cute, but it was massive.
It was like a 10. Coming to Boots to get my primer that I like, and I don't think they sell it anymore. They only have this thing. I don't want that. I'm coming to Superdrug because I couldn't find any of my bits I needed in Boots. Next, there we go. That's what I want. One of these. Eyebrow gel. That's not the primer I wanted. Do love this powder though. I want to pick up a couple of their foot masks. I think they've changed the packaging. These, the coconut ones, shea butter. Where's coconut? Here, these. No, 3 for 2. Have you tried these, Mum? The foot socks. They're absolutely wonderful. I'll get 3 and you can have 1. They're really nice. I do love popping in here to just check if we need anything for travel. So I think we're fully stocked right now, but obviously have a little think about anything like this. We've already got all of our plugs. I think we're sorted for that. Just a nice reminder of like what I might need. Oh, we need to remember the fans. That is something we need to pack. And neck pillows. Okay, I think we're good though. All right, our next stop is Asda. Oh look, they've got a denim skirt, Mum. We were looking for one of these in my wardrobe the other day. Denim skirt. Quite like that. Also, what's over here? What are these? They're cute. I'm having quite a lot of success in Asda. Well, hopefully. I also have to take it all home and try it on. Don't know if any of it's going to come to New York, but we'll see. Last store is M&S. Just looking at the beauty stuff in M&S, and they have a brand called the Flat Lay Company, and I absolutely love their makeup bags. I mean, we already know I'm a sucker, but they have this one that lies flat. I'm sure you've seen these, but there you go. It opens out flat like that. But look at the design on that with the croissants. It's even got a little croissant on the zip there. Love. They also have loads of minis here in M&S, which is quite nice, because sometimes when they sell the minis in some of the other places, they're all quite generic, whereas there's really lovely brands. They've got the dry shampoo, they've got the little mini of this hairspray, that's really good. What else they got? Little mini shampoos and conditioners. Cute. Right, travel money, that's what we need next. Actually can't decide how many dollars to get this time, because obviously we want some for tipping, and if we go to like little food markets or flea markets and those kind of things, then we'll want cash, but I don't really think we're gonna need that much. Oh no, they're closed for another half an hour. All right, I'll have to go somewhere else.
It will cost you £157.20.
Perfect, thank you. Right, I've managed to pick up some dollars finally in Sainsbury's, and I want to get some snacks for the plane. I want to get some like party rings, because they're really good like little snacks, you know, in like little bags. And I want to get some crisps, so we have sweet and savoury. Oh, white chocolate Maryland cookies. We're going to have lots of like cookie things in America. There we go.
Mini bags.
Yeah, they're quite easy to pack. I'll take these. Right, I've just said goodbye to my mum. Look how lovely it is today. I think I've got everything I wanted, but they didn't have the crisps I wanted. It's quite niche, but I like these little pretzels in little mini bags, because I don't want big bags of crisps, you know, but I do want some snacks for the plane. Might pop down to B&M, because there is a big one. And also my mum just said apparently you can get travel money in TUI as well next time. And I think there is, I know there is a TUI over there, so I'll do that next time. And also they charge 25p for the little paper envelopes that the money comes in now, which I thought that was quite expensive, considering you can get plastic bags for the same sort of price. Oh, my hair, I'm looking a little windswept. Anyway, I've got the money now though. It went for $200 in the end, so I've got plenty for tipping. My plan is that we will be back in America, because I still want to book Disneyland. Haven't yet, because we've had quite a few other things going on, and we do have some stuff booked and planned, so it's just like working it out. But Benj and I have got so many exciting things happening, and I can't wait to bring you along for all of them. But New York is one we've had booked for a little while, and I was just talking about it with my mum, because some of you might remember we both went for New Year's Eve back in 2016. So 10 years ago, my mum and I did that trip. Some of you will remember that one. Let's keep moving and grooving, because we've still got lots of packing and lots to sort out. And I do want to go through my itinerary with you. When we get home, we can look at what I've planned. B&M now, last place, and then we go home. So I can't find the pretzels that I want in the little bags, but they do have mini Pringles, and Benji would love these on the plane. So I'm gonna get some of these. Just found the like minis and travel section in B&M, and they've got some really good things. Look, they've even got like bags and travel organisers and all sorts. Love this. We're back in the spare room. I'm going to show you my packing and we'll start getting organised. But before we do, I thought I'd run through some of our bucket list and our itinerary. So we arrive on a Wednesday. We're flying at 10:30. We get to New York at 1:30. Basically just checking in, getting a nice lunch or early dinner, adjusting to the jet lag, walking around, going down Times Square, which is always so much fun when you first arrive in New York, probably going to the Disney store and just soaking it all up. On the Thursday, because we'll be jet lagged, we'll be up early, so I want to go for a sunrise walk over Brooklyn Bridge. I couldn't decide which side to start as, but I think we'll start on the Manhattan side and we'll walk over to Dumbo, because I think the sunrise is that way, so that'll be really lovely. We'll go and get breakfast at the Time Out Market. I want to go to a bookstore called the Ripped Body bodice. Benji wants to have lunch in Chinatown at a dumpling place, and then I would quite like to do the ferry. There's a couple of different ferries that we can go and see the Statue of Liberty a little bit closer, because last time we only saw her from land. We didn't get any closer. I don't want to spend any time on the actual island because I've done that before, but I just want to see her just a little closer. We also potentially are doing a helicopter tour, so we're looking into that as well. And then in the evening, we've booked Death Becomes Her. That's our first theatre show. I wanted to see this last time we were in New York. We actually saw Maybe Happy Ending and The Outsiders last time we were there and loved them. They were both really good. Maybe Happy Ending definitely took the edge for me. It was such an amazing show. Death Becomes Her, I haven't seen the film for that, but I have heard really good things. It's apparently really funny and I'm really looking forward to it. On the Friday, we are going to walk around the West Village. We've got quite a few things in the same area that we both want to do. We've got thin cookies, which last time we tried Levan, and we also had crumble. We didn't like either of them. They were like fine, but nothing groundbreaking. But one of my friends said that thin cookies I might really like. There's a shop called Colourful Natalie, which is also right nearby, that's really girly, has like lovely New York merch. And then I want to see the Friends apartment building because I've still never seen that in all the times I've been to New York. And we've got a couple of restaurant recommendations around here. We've got Salt Hanks, La Industrie, and Nonna Maria's for pizza. And then in the evening, we are going to see Chess, the musical, which I was umming and ahhing, but Lea Michele is in it and I really want to hear her sing. So that was the selling point for me. And then I've actually left Saturday and Sunday pretty flexible. I'm thinking we go and walk around Central Park on Saturday because I thought the vibes might be quite nice on a Saturday. It's all depending on the weather as well. It actually does look really hot. So here's the current temperature. Like, it is warm. We're looking at like 27 to 30 degrees. I don't know how that's gonna go, but anyway, there are some other things on our list. We want to go to Los Tacos #1 potentially for some tacos. Heard amazing things about this place. Cafe Paradiso, I really want to get the salted brown butter oat iced coffee, which they have on tap. Insane apparently, so that's on my list. Cat's Deli, this came up a lot, but apparently the queue is massive, so that'd be one of those that if we want to wait we will. Bubby's apparently for pancakes. Lexington Candy Shop for a Coke float. Crispy Pizza in Brooklyn. These are just some places that we've been recommended. Mama's 2, also for pizza. And then we have a couple of places for chicken Caesar wraps, but the one that came up I think was Jacob's Pickles and Milano Market, which is in the Upper East Side. Bagel Pub is our favourite place for bagels. There are loads of different places you can go for these sort of build your own bagel things, right? Where it's like a salad bar, like Subway for bagels. But last time we were in New York, we fell in love with it and we ate it every day. So that's where we're going. We have quite the list, but that gives you a little overview. For shops, we have Barnes & Noble, of course, for books. I haven't been to the Strand bookstore either, which apparently is really big and fun. And I fell in love with a shop called Paper Source. I bought some really cute bookish merch here last time, so I want to go back there. And obviously, like I said, the Ripped Bodice. Colourful Natalie is on my list, but also Muir and Grand also has some really cute New York girly knickknacks. So I thought I'd like that. I kind of want to get a tote bag from Trader Joe's. If they have one and there's a cute colour, then I might. I love a tote bag. Benji's got a couple of stores. He wants to go to the New York Golf Centre and also classic football shirts. I want to go to New York or Nowhere, which has come up loads, but it looks quite expensive. But I don't know, I kind of want to get the iconic photo on the floor, you know the one. And then I do want to do the Jellycat Diner, but I cannot get a reservation. So that's, yeah. I really want the pink milkshake, basically. By the time you see this video, we'd actually already have been and gone. So if you want to leave recommendations, we can look at them for future trips or for people that might be watching, but we will already have been. I sadly can't take your recommendations in this vlog, but I feel quite content that I've got a really good list. And last time we did a lot more touristy things because it was the first time that Benji and I have been together. So we went to the American Museum of Natural History, which was really good. Benji wanted to see inside there. I actually really enjoyed it. I've been there before, but it was really nice to go again. I think it's always fun to do a viewpoint. We haven't got one of those booked this time, And a lot of people have told us to do the Summit one with all the glass rooms with the balls. I'm not bothered by that, honestly, but we did do Top of the Rock last time, which I really loved. I think that's a good one. We also did the Broadway Museum last time, which I also enjoyed, and we went inside the New York Library, which was stunning. I feel like, oh my gosh, you have to see inside there, incredible. And we saw the original Winnie the Pooh that's on display in here as well. We did walk around Central Park, which is a must, obviously, and it was so pretty when it had just been snowing and everything was coated in like white and the sun was out, and it was, oh, it was lovely. That gives you an overview of what we're doing and our ideas and plans. If you want to have a little sneak peek, we've probably been sharing stuff on Instagram, but that leads me nicely on to what I'm gonna pack. Before I show you all my outfits, I did actually pick up a few new bits today in Asda. It was the only store I picked up some things. Obviously I couldn't try anything on, so should we try things on and just see if anything's a success? Not all of it will be for New York. I just got some summery things as well. So the other day in Asda, I bought this denim dress, which I'm definitely taking with me as one of my outfits. However, today I saw they had it in leopard print and I kind of love it. Like, how nice would this be to walk around New York? I can't decide now if I want the leopard or the denim. It was £22, but the quality is so lovely and it's got pockets. This is why I went back to Asda, because I had so much success. I bought these green trousers from Asda the other day. Love them. Today I saw they had this green shirt and I thought that would look really good together. So let's throw this on. Okay, I'm just deciding if it's too pajama-y or like how to style it. But come on, I actually kind of love this outfit. This feels really fresh and fun for me. It's quite nice to be experimenting with some colour, but I'm not sure if it's like too matchy. I have so many of these kind of like graphic-y tees, so I'm not sure whether I should keep this one. And then I also bought these shorts. I have a pair that I have loved for so long that are light blue, but they look kind of like beachy, whereas I thought the darker denim could be good for city exploring. So let's try these. I'm sorry, but these are so cute. These are so cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep these. And I like the length on them because I sometimes get chafing when my thighs rub together. Maybe not this top. I'm not feeling this top too much, but let's ignore the top maybe. Let's just focus on the shorts. I love the shorts. Okay, this is how I have sorted out my clothes. I actually think this is quite good for me, if I'm being really honest. I would obviously like to buy a couple of bits when I'm out there, but I can't decide between these two dresses, so I've got them both out at the moment. I've got a couple of daytime dresses and a denim jacket that can go over them. I've got this as a potential theatre/evening outfit, which is a midi skirt and a shirt. Then I have this as another daytime look, which I can actually alternate as well with these trousers with a white top. I have the shorts, which I can wear if it really is hot and I'd rather be in something a bit cooler. Then I've got this collection here, which is a pair of white jeans, and I have my Levi New York top, which I know is a bit touristy and cliche, but I love it. This also goes with the white jeans, layering with that light suede jacket, or if it is chilly, I can throw on this little knit jumper, which I bought at Spitalfields Market, pair of pajamas, my travel day outfit, which again, this is another denim jacket. I have two actually, but it is different colour, different shape. And I have this t-shirt from Beaufort and Blake to wear travel day with these M&S trousers, which are practically like the ones I'm wearing today, but they are newer and fresh. And then my travel home is a night flight back to the UK, so plain white tee, Lululemon leggings, and my Adidas sweatshirt. So I'm quite happy with the clothing choices. Maybe I need to eliminate a dress. I just can't decide which one. Might take both if there's loads of space. I don't think this is too many clothing items. I'm quite happy with this. I don't have many dinner outfits at the moment though, but not that we're going out for many fancy meals, but I do have one dress that I really love, but I don't have the right shoes. The problem with like outfits like this is a lovely dress, look at it. It needs like low heels. I don't know if we're going to a cocktail bar or a jazz club or anything like that. We're trying to be a bit more loose. Like obviously we have done plans, but it could be that we do something like that. So I'm not sure, it'd be a waste of an outfit and shoes. I want to be quite selective on what I pack. For my bag, I have one bag that basically matches everything. This I got from Herschel. I bought this in Canada, but I believe it's available. If it is, I'll leave it linked. I love this so much. It is a bit of a weird beigey colour, but what I like is that it's a crossbody, thick strap, and it's massive. I can fit loads in here, including our Kindles, my vlog camera, purse, sunglasses, a little makeup bag. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a pack light kind of girly, so if we're going out exploring for the day okay, I need this kind of size, but I don't always like to have a handbag. I think I'm gonna skip taking many of my bigger handbags. I was just gonna throw in potentially this little Coach bag that I got in Florida in the outlet, because it goes with quite a few outfits for the evenings. It's just whether my vlog camera obviously won't fit in here. I do also have this black crossbody, which is quite good for exploring days. And I have my Longchamp, which is like my main handbag. This is quite a good bag, but it does go on the shoulder, and I don't know what's going on here. I've got all the jelly cats going on. I do have an umbrella. I'm taking my soaked umbrella. The goal now is to fold everything into the different categories slightly better than this, and then we can start putting it into packing cubes. Travel day outfit can stay out. You don't need to see all my underwear, but in this one packing cube I have got 8 pairs of pants, I think. Gotta be prepared. I have 4 or 5 pairs of chafing shorts that will go underneath my skirts. I get mine from Snag Tights. I'm also trying some from Thigh Society that I was gifted, so I've got those. I've got 3 different bras and a bunch of socks on the top, a variety of options. And I've also packed a bralette that I can wear traveling home that doesn't have any sort of support but is super comfy for a night flight. I'm now at the stage where I can start organizing some of the smaller categories, so putting aside things that I want in hand luggage, tech stuff, my AirFly. This allows you to connect your Bluetooth headphones, so you can plug this in and still watch the shows and movies on the actual plane. So I love this. I don't fly long haul without this now. I actually might even put it inside my Bose headphones, because that is when I'll use them. This is a silk eye mask, but I'm not going to need this until I travel home, so that can actually go in the suitcase because it's a day flight. But I will want my travel socks, and I wear these for the flight out, and I do re-wear them for the flight home. And lastly, in my arms here, I also have this tote bag, which I got in Canada. I can carry this for anything I buy. I'm going to move on to the next category. So this one is called beauty, and I have paint toes, which I'll do the night before, refill toiletries, which I need to do, check the first aid kit to make sure we have enough of everything we use regularly, and especially things like paracetamol, ibuprofen and plasters, wash my makeup brushes, check sun cream just to make sure we have enough. Do we need more face, more body? And I put buy top up makeup, which was those bits I picked up today, so I can tick that off. I have no idea what's going on with my hair today. I washed it yesterday, but I didn't style it very well, did I? So let's not talk about that. I bought some new flannels from Skin Rocks, which is Caroline Hyron's skincare brand. And last time I was in New York, I packed my own flannels to obviously clean my skin, but they look too similar to hotel flannels, and the housekeeping accidentally took them away and thought that they were theirs and washed them, but obviously I never saw them again. These ones have got a pink trim, which means that they are very visibly mine and don't belong to the hotel, so that's why I've got those. But I need to grab a load of face halos as well. These are great for taking off your makeup, so I take the initial bulk using one whole side, then I go in with my cleanser obviously and my flannel and the rest of my skincare. But I need to think about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll be wearing makeup, so I need to think about how I'm going to remove my makeup I'll be wearing on the Sunday. Might need a makeup wipe. Maybe I can cleanse my skin in the hotel bathrooms before we fly. While I'm in here, I'm grabbing a couple of the Biodance face masks. These are amazing and I love doing them on a longer flight. I did last time we flew to New York, so I'm just thinking about all the things I love. So I've got 2, one for the way out and maybe one for the way home. I'll probably only do it one leg of the flight, but we'll see. I have always really loved packing. I've always found it really exciting, like the hype and the build up to going on the trip, thinking about what you might need and want. To me, this is my way of making the travel just as smooth as possible, because if you fail to prepare, then you should prepare to fail. So I believe in the power of spending a few days beforehand, not the night before, trying on all your outfits, laying it all out, seeing what you've got, eliminating what you don't need, sleeping on it, because before you go to bed at night, you start thinking about what you might need and want. So it's quite handy having a list on your phone, in your notes section, little tick list, because there's stuff that I'll keep using, like my makeup, and I pack my teddy bear and my phone charger. Like, these things are the last to go in. So have that little list going. I'm really excited about this trip because it's going to be less focused on hitting all of the touristy hotspots and more on what do we really like. Yeah, New York has become one of those places for Benj and I that I can just see us returning to time and time again. These bottles, by the way, got them from Amazon, and I have tried so many reusable bottles, and these ones are perfect. I've taken them on every trip over the last year. They're really secure, they're not too big and bulky, and they don't leak, which is the most important part. And I just used a label maker to distinguish which one was which. Alrighty, let's wash my brushes next. And I actually washed quite a few recently, but these ones need a deep clean. I love using this makeup brush cleaner. It is so good for like quickly cleaning brushes, but seeing as I'm not going for a couple of days, I have time. I'm gonna deep clean these today. I use this little thing from Primark. Well, that was a good job done, wasn't it? Look at that. I'm going to thank past me that I did this today. That is lovely. Another little beauty thing I want to do is I bought the small version of this moisturiser. Loved it. Got the big one now, obviously. But the small one can still be used. It comes with this little scoopy thing on top. It's the Tatcha Dewy Skin. I'm literally going to scoop from the big pot into the little one. Right, I'll leave the big pot here at home. That can go back in the bathroom. And we'll just take this little one. I have just decanted my toiletries from this wash bag that I used on my last trip. And when I travel in the UK, I typically chuck in a lot more because I'm not restricted for my weight. But for this trip, I am trying to be a little bit more intentional. So I've got a smaller wash bag, and I'm going to start with my toothbrush, my Surrey one. This is charged up and ready to go. Toothpaste, which obviously I share with Benj. My Wild deodorant. A nail file that comes with me all the time because I always accidentally like clip the corners of my nails. So always carry that now. Contact lenses, and I will have at least 3 or 4 spare pairs. You just never know, just in case a flight gets cancelled and you're there a couple of extra days. Skincare, I've got my matching Tatcha wash, but last time I forgot a second cleanser, so I've just grabbed my Elemis one. I've got my Garnier Vitamin C Brightening Serum, Estee Lauder Mini Serum and Eye Cream, my Dermatica, which I am currently using, but I think I have another one coming tomorrow, and this one runs out in May, so I'll throw that in. This is so lovely on a long haul flight. I'm actually gonna put this in my hand luggage. It is one of those little rose quartz rollers. I got this in Primark, and it's so nice to massage your skin with. I'm gonna put that to the side. I have a shower gel body wash. This is a Method one. This is actually what I'm using the large version of in the shower. I then have a whole bag for my hair stuff, which I showed in my last vlog, but this essentially has shampoo, conditioner, silk scrunchie to sleep in, water spritz bottle. This is a mousse. Oh, there's a razor in here. That's quite handy. You know what? We'll probably, you know, I can keep the razor in this one. I've also got a variety of hair clips, grips, bits, oils. I have an everyday beauty bag thing, which is actually where all those mini Tatcha products came in. This, I got it in Sephora. I love and use this every day, but I'm gonna need to upgrade it slightly when I travel. This is perfect for day use, but when I travel, I add in a couple of extra things. So I'll add in a toothbrush and toothpaste. I love this for long haul flights. Oh, and Benji likes the Elemis pads as well. I'll get those. This is the Rose Collagen Hydro Mist. This is so lovely. Hang on, how much is left? There's not loads of that left. I'll find it if we have to get more, but anyway, love that. Hang on, I need to get the pads. These are the pads that we like on a long haul flight, the Elemis Resurfacing Facial Pads. They are so good for just like cleansing your skin a bit. I think I got this on Amazon, but I'm essentially just gonna have all of my travel beauty bits in here. I've just added in some medication, tweezers, tiny little Neutrogena face, what they call makeup removers. Don't normally like and use wipes, but I know I'm going to want this on the flight home, so I'll just leave it in there for now. Spare contact lenses, because sometimes my eyes completely dry out on a long haul flight, so I take a little mirror as well. Okay, I just need to replenish the Advil. Someone told me that Advil is not as strong as our paracetamol that we can use here, but we both really like it. We find it actually works, so we just replenish the big pot into the little pot. It always feels like Smarties going in there. It's all a bit weird, to be honest, but Perfect. Check first aid kit. Oh, yes. I think everything is good actually, because we only used this fairly recently. The good thing about being in New York is you can pretty much buy everything there. But last time I really struggled with blisters, mostly because I was wearing boots. But I think I've got blister plasters in here. I think I'm good with this. I noticed that Sunbum was on offer on Amazon the other day for like £13, and we really like this. We've used the Garnier ones as well, but mostly as long as it's factor 50 and it has like a nice continuous spray, then we're quite happy. But we do love Sunbum, so I've got 2 of these. I don't know if that's excessive actually. It's only 5 days. I don't think we need 2. I think we can get away with 1. 1 should be fine because we're not doing like a whole body like a hot holiday. It's just gonna be arms and legs mostly, so 1 should be fine. For face SPF, Benji really likes the Ultra Sun SPF 50, and I'm going to be trying this one, which is SPF 100, and of course my Garnier vitamin C top up, so when we are out and about and I'm wearing makeup, I can use this. So I just need like a small pouch for SPF, and I always put it in a separate one to anything else just because I fear that it might explode. So I don't know why that I've always done that. I just tried a variety of little bags, and this little Women of YouTube pouch fits them all quite nicely. Final category is technology. So charging up my gadgets is something I definitely need to do. Things like the fans, portable phone chargers, my Kindle. I need to decide if I want to bring my Nintendo Switch, which is quite nice to play on a long haul flight. Although I do really want to read and maybe watch a movie. So I don't think I need too much. I'm actually trying to be good this trip because I know I'm going to come home with loads of souvenirs and I want to buy some books out in Barnes & Noble. I need to check the air tags in my suitcase, so I will do that. Clear my desktop, prep memory cards and prep my hard drive. So that's all kind of work stuff. I'll do that tomorrow. My Kindle books, so basically downloading anything, because I have quite a lot of physical books at the moment, but the reality is that's just not convenient for me to travel with. We'll see what I've got in terms of my hand luggage. I need to decide what bag I want to take. I'm thinking of trying to be fairly light because I was considering having a small suitcase. However, I might just take my very sturdy rucksack that I got from Target. Downloading entertainment, obviously I need to have a think about what is on my iPad right now. I'm watching a show called Younger on Netflix, and there's quite a few things coming to Amazon Prime. I need to see if they are available yet or not. I've got our travel adapters, and I really like this one because I always forget what actual adapter it is, and this one you just slide it across, so I know that is for US. I need to think about little leads like this because when we were in Thailand we forgot this little lead for this fan, and as I'm sure you can imagine that was kind of painful, so we did end up finding one in a market, the lead. I've got a tripod to take photos with Benj. I'm also wondering if I will want these. This is a little wrist strap for my phone, just keeps it a bit more secure when we're taking pictures and when I've got it out and about with maps and stuff. I've never felt unsafe in New York actually, but sometimes on the subway, you know, I like to be a little wary, same in London, or I have my long lanyard too. It's a good practice to keep things like this for city breaks. I need my hairdryer too. When I last was in New York, I bought a diffuser that is an American plug because my hairdryer wasn't working every time I went out. Let me show you. Now this may seem excessive, but because I travel to the US quite frequently, I have got my own hairdryer. As you can see, it's an American one. I feel so smug about this. Like past me was like, I will definitely need this. And we've used it loads. Comes in its own nice little bag as well. This is the main thing though. You can buy diffusers that say they're universal and they go on any hairdryer, and you can basically add the diffuser to the hotel hairdryer, but they don't all work. They're not all the same. I can't tell you how many times I've been stuck like that. I'm feeling a bit torn on what size suitcase to take. I'm tempted to take the large because I know I'm going to want to buy stuff, but I don't think I'm going to need that much space. Let me show you. So this is my large away case, but this is everything I'm packing. It's not even that much for me. Guys, can I honestly get a round of applause? Clap emojis in the comments because this is good for me. No, if you've watched my vlogs before, honestly, this is actually not very much. Let's see how much space it takes up in this one and we'll go from there. I haven't done shoes yet either, but I think I'm only going to have 2 pairs of trainers. I think I'm only going to have my slip-in Skechers basically. If you have bags where the straps can come off, this is so much easier than having them all loose. So I just roll them up, put them inside the handbag. Actually, this tote bag is kind of chunky. Let's see if I've got a smaller one. This is a little bit thinner. Women who ruled the world. I need to add 1 pair of shoes and a coat maybe, or like a light rain jacket of some description I think might be helpful. But the weather is saying it's gonna be warm. But I've got all this space. These are my pyjamas, I'm gonna iron those. There's loads of space, which is great because that is what I want, right? Like I need to be able to bring things home. In terms of my hand luggage, I basically am gonna pop everything in at the very last minute once my iPad and laptop are charged. I've got my beauty bits, snacks, purse, headphones, Kindle, compression socks, tech stuff including a portable phone charger. I've got my sunglasses and my normal glasses as well. I don't know what I'm missing. For this flight I won't get changed, but sometimes on a long haul flight, if it's winter in the UK and I'm wearing something, you know, warm, but I'm landing in a destination where it's hot, like when we went to Thailand, I will carry a change of clothes. So that is also something to think about. Or if we flew to LA, for example, it's slightly longer, I might want to just have something fresh to change into, but I feel quite happy that what I wear on travel day will be what I continue to wear right through till we get to the hotel. I feel very content that I have everything I could need right now. It's been so fun to prep today. I feel really ahead of everything. I actually gave myself a bit more time because we don't fly till Wednesday, so I've got a couple more days still, but I do have a lot of work to do. So that has freed up some time for me. Thank you for coming with me and prepping for New York. The vlogs will be coming your way very soon. Don't forget to download Airalo and use my code Brogan3 to get $3 off your first eSIM. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring. Yes, thank you again, and I'll see you in the New York vlogs. Bye!